Hey guys, I usually don't start my videos on the wrap up of a hunt, but this is actually from a few hunts that I didn't really do much filming. I was metal detecting with my friend Joel at a few parks and a campsite, same campsite from one of my last videos, and I thought I'd just show the finds here at the beginning of the video for my next hunt. But I ended up with 27 zinc pennies, and some of them are really bad. You can see that one's like less than half of a penny left, and that one's got a huge hole in it. And got 14 copper pennies, 2 nickels, 7 dimes, and 2 quarters. Came pretty close to silver on some of the dimes. There's a couple of 66s in there. And I also found these 3 Canadian coins, so I'll show the clip of me finding those right now. Alright guys, me and Joel are metal detecting at the campsite from one of my last videos, and I just got a spill here, and it was a bunch of Canadian coins and an American. A 1972 Memorial penny, a 1975 Canadian penny, 1974 Canadian penny, or dime I mean, and a 1986 Canadian quarter. I've never gotten a bunch of Canadian coins in a spill, so that's kind of interesting. Other than that, I've just gotten some other copper memorials and 2 zinc pennies. We're not going to have a whole lot of time to metal detect here, but we'll keep going and I'll let you know if I find anything else. So the dates on those are 1975 for the penny, 1974 for the dime, and 1986 for the quarter. And there was also that 1972 American penny in the spill. American coins circulate pretty commonly in Canada from what I understand, so makes sense. Probably someone came from Canada and dropped those there. I also dug this piece of a parking meter. It's all mangled up, but that's kind of interesting. This park we were metal detecting at, we weren't finding a whole lot with the detectors, but there was this hill that had a whole bunch of old stuff on the surface, so we just kind of looked for bottles and stuff, and I found a few pretty old ones. This one I think is a ketchup bottle. This one's an interesting shape, and a couple of jars. I think Joel found these first and left them behind, but I decided to take them because I can use them for storage, I guess. And I also found a marble on the surface, and this is a really cool find. I found a World War II military button. You can read what's on the back there. So yeah, that I've always wanted to find one of those. I always thought I'd find one metal detecting, but this one was right on the surface in a bottle dump. So anyway, I'll get on to the next one. Alright guys, just got done metal detecting for like 3 or 4 hours at the park where I found my first silver coin, and all I found was 58 cents in modern change. So I moved on to the old school that I've been finding some old coins at, and I just pulled out this 1956D wheat penny, first coin of this location for today. So anyway, I'll keep hunting for a while and let you know what I find out of this hole. I just got my first 2 quarters. Quarter coin spill. Now I'm already up to more than I found in like 3 or 4 hours at that other park in like 10 minutes. So anyway, we'll keep going and I'll let you know what else I find. Same spill. Got a really faint signal, barely ringing in, and we got a dime from the 60s. Not silver though, so we'll keep going. Not too far away, got another quarter, and this one looks like a bicentennial. So we'll keep going. For me, this was super deep, probably like 6 inches. I just got a $50. Looks like a bicentennial one. Not too far away from where I dug that bicentennial quarter, I don't think. So that's really cool. I've always wanted to find a $50. Rang up quite a bit higher than a quarter. So anyway, I'll keep going and let you know what else I find. Alright guys, got another really deep quarter. That's like, let's see. Man, that's a little over 6 inches down there, I think. So it was barely ringing in on the detector, but I found it. So Keep going. Quarter out of this hole, and looks like a 90s one. The other quarters I think were mostly 80s. And also I just looked over here and there's a dime as well. That one looks like 1970, I think. So we'll keep going. Got another super deep quarter from the 80s. Barely rang in again. There might have been a layer of soil put over the original soil, and that's why these clad coins are so deep. Normally they wouldn't sink this deep, but I'm still finding them. So anyway, we'll keep going. Quarter. I'm getting pretty tired, if you couldn't tell from my voice, but keep going for a little while. Might quit soon, but anyway, I'll let you know when I find something. Myself a car wash token. This side is covered in some sort of white powder. Might have been painted or something, not sure. But anyway, we'll keep going. Got another quarter. This one's an Arkansas state quarter. I don't think we have that one yet for the metal detecting state quarters collection, so we'll keep going for a little bit. Getting pretty tired. Alright, so here's the wrap up for those two metal detecting hunts. One was at an old park that I found my first silver coin at 3 years ago. Really expected to find more there, but I only found 58 cents in modern change, plus this super crusty copper penny that at first I thought was going to be like a really old wheat penny, but I scratched some of the sand that's crusted on there, and it's just a 1974. But then I moved on to an old school, and I had a couple pretty good finds. So anyway, I ended up with a total of 17 zinc pennies. 2 of them are bent. Find a lot of bent zinc pennies. And I got 20 copper pennies, 3 nickels, 10 dimes, 8 quarters, including the bicentennial one. And I don't think I have an Arkansas state quarter yet for this year. I'll have to check the state quarter map though. And the best finds were this car wash token, a wheat penny, 1956D, and my first $50, 1976D bicentennial. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching. So I just checked, and I was missing the Arkansas state quarter. So now we're up to 31 states that I've found metal detecting this year.